Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Watson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Watson. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. On the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. The Jaguars at 2-8 now in the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
And the result here, a pickup of 8, leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Up the middle they go with Mostert. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Off of play action, it's Watson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. He'll get this up to about the 44.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On the set.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. It's a throw again is Lawrence. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out. And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Watson. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance.
And all the way in for a Ravens Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And the Jags are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. From just shy of midfield, Watson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Yeah, no question. He got to the QB late, CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time. Because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on these calls. They want to take care of these quarterbacks who are in vulnerable positions when they're passing the football.
Watson, off play action. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Ravens will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
To about the 35, 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here we go.
The Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Lawrence will throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Lawrence to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
This will be fielded at the 17. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Looking deep for Adams. And this one is incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Back to the air, Watson on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, here's Watson. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. DeAndre Hopkins, 54 yards. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
20!
And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And he's got it. Touchdown. David Njoku from 3 yards out. And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to...
Well, that's the third interception for Lawrence.
picked by Julian Love. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Grady Jarrett with the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
And able to find Allen Lazard. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. And that's going to tie us at 13. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Good defensive call right there, because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Got it.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The corner blitz works to perfection for A.J. Boye.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game, as they have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
3rd and 2, Watson finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Brought down on the play by Amani Hooker.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 63 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On first down, it's Watson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come